Let's go.
Welcome home to 42 Geek Street, your guide to the world of the geek for that little bit of geek in all of us. Hi, I'm Ren, and with me is Mike.
Hi.
And Mike, on today's show, because I know you want to know, and I know you want to know too.
We all want to know.
We all want to know. Do you want to know? I'll tell you. Anyway, we're going to go inside the brick. We're going to go to Rob's shop, and we're going to talk to Diane and also to Rob.
Yep.
We're also going to do a few bits from Oz Comic Con. We did some just the other day, but here's a few more bits. We've got Rudy Cool
treats
coming up right now.
Rudy Cool,
and then Silver K a little bit later. A little bit of a look at Silver K Gallery, and we're also going to talk to Taya about her costume and something else too. But right now, I think we should go straight to Oz Comic Con. Rudy Cool.
Bam. Hey, it's Mike here again from 42 Geek Street, and we're here with Saurabh Del Rio, and we're talking all things Rudy Cool. Saurabh, how you going?
Hey, pretty good, thanks. Good to be here.
That's good. Now, your latest book, Rudy Cool, tell us a little bit about it.
Well, Rudy Cool, he's a 15-year-old secret agent. He works for a company called Yuppie Insurance, and when things get stolen, he's got to steal them back. Now, this time he's on the trail of the Ruby Love Diamond. Everybody wants this diamond because when you touch it, it's going to tell you who you're going to fall in love with. You know, doesn't everybody need that, you know? Now, but when he breaks in, he finds it's been stolen by Miss Boo and three monkeys, Chico, Rico, and Nico. He falls in love with Miss Boo, and now he doesn't know whether he should ask her out on a date or whether he should arrest her. So, it's a bit of fun and games, romance, but on the hunt is Big Bear Security, which is Napoleon Bonaparte. He's a bear with a bazooka. Yeah. So, hijinks, adventure, heists, falling in love. At the crust of it, it's falling in love. Yeah.
So, very different to what Zombie Cities would have been, yeah?
Well, yeah, just a touch. You know, Zombie Cities is the violent side of me. But actually, Zombie Cities was a very funny book as well, and I think that's why everybody liked it. It was like Zombieland, Shaun of the Dead. It wasn't a very serious zombie book. So if you like that sort of humor, you know, I think you'll enjoy the humor of Rudy Cool as well.
Yeah, I got to say, I mean, I got a copy the other week and really loved the story. It was just such a great looking book as well. I mean, the colours were really vibrant and a lot of fun. And yeah, seriously, just great work. So I know you're already got the next issue on the way. So I suppose with both of these, with Zombie Cities as well as Rudy Cool, they're both crowdfunded. How did you find that experience?
I love crowdfunding. You know, we've spent a lot of time doing all the conventions. So we've done Sydney, you know, Melbourne, Brisbane. We're scheduled for Adelaide and Perth later as well. And that's the best way to meet fans. And really, once you meet the fans and make that personal contact, it's a lot easier to do these crowdfunding things. Like, I couldn't have done it without going to these conventions and meeting people actually like face to face, handshake or, you know, hug or whatever, a kiss even, you know. We score how we can. But that's the most important thing. Getting out there, and it couldn't have been done without, you know, things like Supernova, Oz Comic Con. Yeah. So with that base, we sold 1,000 copies of Zombie Cities, and you know, it made it a lot easier to crowdfund Zombie Cities too, of course. Yeah. Rudy Cool was a different challenge completely because there's such different genres. We've gone from zombies all the way to, you know, an all-adventure classic look that's like Hanna-Barbera cartoons of the 60s. So we didn't get too much of a crossover between zombies fans and the new Rudy Cool until they come to the conventions and they meet us face to face and go, hey, I remember you. You're doing this as well, and we, you know, they'll give us a shot. You know, so yeah.
And I was going to say as well, when it came to the style of it and everything, it reminded me a lot of the Babar books as well. That was another one. Remember like the little elephant, like the Prince Elephant?
Yeah.
So I used to love reading that, and that was a big reminder for me for the story, just the look of it. So
Well, some of the first comics that I were reading, so that the Hanna-Barbera stuff like Secret Squirrel and Richie Rich and Casper. And my first memories of reading comics were like as a kid, and I'd get had a babysitter, and there was a girl there as well, and she and I used to read comics together. And these were sort of the first sorts of comics we used to read. Yeah, and actually to impress her, I used to start writing, and she'd be drawing, and it just continues, doesn't it, now?
well, thank you so much for talking to us today. And actually, we'll get one. You can see it right here. You can see it all in shot. But check it out, Rudy Cool. You can find. Where can they find it?
silverfoxcomics.com.au. Yeah.
Awesome. You heard it here. We go back to the studio.
So that was Rudy Cool, and keep a look out. His book is out across the country, so check it out in comic stores. And also check out Zombie Cities, the book he did prior to that, which is less kid-friendly, but just as much fun.
I can imagine. Coming up now, we're still at Oz Comic Con, and this is where Tarquin had a bit of a chat with Silver K Galleries. Let's check it out.
Silver K.
Hello. Now, some of you may be aware of Silver K Gallery, or not. This is your chance to find out. This is Colin. You may know him from TV doing
From the
ads.
Silver K Gallery.
Silver K Gallery. Now, the thing is, we've tracked him down because while you have a shop, you also come to conventions.
We love coming to the conventions. You meet all the people here who are just absolutely crazy about the animation and all the Marvel heroes and the DC people. And as you say, we have a gallery, but at these things you get so many people in 2 days.
For those of you that stood in Comic-Con years ago to see Stan Lee, you guys turn up and buy this.
It was only 2 hours in the queue to meet him.
Yeah, well, anyway, it's not personalised, but...
Well, no, but signed by the man, you know, and he's the only living animator. All the old guys who I knew very well, like Chuck Jones and Bill Hannon and Friz Freeling, who we had over at our gallery many times, they're all gone, unfortunately. And Stan is the last living guy who created all these famous old characters.
I've just had to realise that there's a whole generation out there who doesn't know who Friz Freeling was. I'm a little sad.
Well, Friz Freeling, for you folks out there, created many of the marvelous Warner Brothers characters.
Yeah.
He was one of the 4 great directors from Warner Brothers. He's credited with creating, for example, Sylvester and Yosemite Sam.
Oh, yeah.
Yosemite Sam. And in fact, he was a bit like Yosemite Sam. But anyhow, as I said, we had him at the gallery. We had Chuck Jones, who created many of the famous characters, Marvin the Martian. And, so Stan Lee is one of the most special guys you could ever meet these days.
Now, okay, just one quick. I'll dress as the 4th Doctor as the drop of a hat. Do you ever plan on doing a Doctor Who thing?
Well, I think you'd be a wonderful agent for me for that process, and I would be delighted to play the part of someone.
If this gets as far as the BBC, guys, drop a call to. This is me being an agent. Drop a call to Australia. Find Colin and the Silver K Gallery. Do a thing. We will see you at your gallery soon.
We'd love you guys to come down. It'd be marvelous. Thank you so much.
Right.
Lovely meeting you.
We'll see you later. Nice to meet you.
Lovely meeting you. Thanks, guys.
Okay. See you next time.
Bye.
Thanks, Tarquin. That was Silver K Gallery. Go check it out. Now we're going to go to a break, and after the break, we're going to go inside the brick and speak to Diane. Welcome back to 42 Geek Street. Now we're going to head to Inside the Brick. This is Rob's shop where people can, go there, obviously buy some Lego, not Legos, because that's at a supermarket.
It's a nice pasta sauce though. So.
Oh yeah, baby. But
bellissimo.
Bellissima. And so we're going to go there. We're going to speak to Diane, and Ron's going to talk to Diane and Lauren. Let's go straight to it, and we'll have a chat afterwards.
Hi guys, Ron here, and I'm with Diane and Lauren, and Diane's going to tell us about her experience with Inside the Brick.
Thanks, Ron. Lauren started with her Lego journey, as I call it, about 5 years ago when relatives gave her, believe it or not, the Taj Mahal, the biggest Lego set ever produced by Lego.
Okay.
And she had a brother who was into Lego, but Lauren herself had never basically touched it. And I looked at that set and thought, interesting.
That's interesting, yeah.
This should be interesting. But Lauren was genuinely enthusiastic about that present. She has autism, so She's not always enthusiastic about the presents she gets, but this one grabbed her imagination.
Okay, cool.
Opened up, and we were most interested that she wouldn't let us even touch one of the parts.
Okay.
She took over our kitchen table for about 2 weeks, I think it was, but she was really entrenched in this, which was also an interesting observation for us, because Lauren with the autism doesn't always have a long concentration span.
Yeah.
But we were seeing very different things here. She was right into it. Anyway, 2 weeks later, there stood the beautiful Taj Mahal, 6,000 or something bricks, most of them white, and Lauren had completed this by herself. And we scratched our head and thought, she can do this.
And that was the one that we saw at the expo?
That was the one we saw at Bayside Expo. And from there, it's been a incredible learning discovery since, because Lauren, it's fair to say, loves Lego. Would that be right, Lauren? Loves Lego. And so since then, she has collected quite a few sets of Lego, and in fact, more than quite a few sets of Lego.
You actually even wrote a book about the experience.
I've written a book about Lauren.
The experience,
Can I mention that? It's called Lauren's Creed, Wings to Fly. In that book is basically what I am now finding is exactly what's happening with Lauren, is let's concentrate on the things she's good at rather than the things she can't do.
Yeah.
And then let's use the things she can do in preparing her for this future. Last Wednesday we actually had a magnificent example too. So Lauren's brought her little car in, haven't you, Lauren? So this is a very creative little number. You should have seen some of the sets the kids made. So Lauren's is fairly basic compared to that, but I'm nevertheless delighted. But what was really fantastic was when it was time to race them, Lauren actually stood up. Do you remember you stood up? And what did you say? Could everyone please move? Didn't you? Now that's the first time Lauren has spoken to an audience in that scenario using well-pitched voice articulation, and Rob and I just looked at each other, and I have to confess I got teary, because that is unbelievable for Lauren. She's a beautiful girl. She's very, very quiet, aren't you? And she doesn't say too much, but you know, that's just a first, and hopefully now it will snowball. So these are things that I can't tell you how magical these things are.
I can see.
I can't tell you how much this little brick has changed her life and her outcome. You know, these young people with autism, I'm here to tell you, grow into adults with autism. And if Lauren can be participating in the community, etc., doing something very appropriate, doing what she loves, hey, I can't imagine her doing much else in her life, so this is really good. It's life-changing.
It is. No, Rob's done a great job here, and Inside the Brick is a fantastic organisation which we at 42 Geek Street fully support. I thank you very much for sharing your story with us. We're going to go and have a look a little bit more around. So thank you, Diane. Thank you, Lauren, for being on our show and in sharing the journey with us. We might have a little bit more of a look around and transition from there. So let's go.
Thanks for your interest.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ron, and great to see just how Lego has an impact on people like that.
Definitely, and it was a big impact too.
Yeah, and look, I mean, I think we've seen in the prior story as well that you know, it brings a lot of kids together. Or it's something that they can understand and get really passionate about. I mean, actually, I was speaking to a friend of mine, and she was saying that with her nephew, he was really particular about his Lego and taking care of it. He was actually using it was a toothbrush to actually go in there. Oh no, it was a paintbrush to go in there and actually dust out his Death Star.
Oh well,
that he's got. So yeah,
anyone would do that.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I think as a kid myself, Lego, you really did kind of just get into it.
Yeah, it's a special, like Dan said, they're special little bricks.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we're going to go back to Inside the Brick later on the show, but right now we're going to go to an ad and check out what people are doing.
Correct them, but no.
I knew you were going to say that.
Hey guys, and welcome back to 42 Geek Street. We hope you enjoyed those delicious commercials right there. And right now we're heading into Oz Comic Con with Taya with her latest cosplay. And also she'll be talking about Quidditch.
Yep, that's right. And also a bit of news after the interview. But first, let's go to Tarquin interviewing Taya.
Yeah.
Yowza.
We've caught up with someone we interviewed before, but you won't actually recognise her. This is Taya Rawson, otherwise playing Quidditch.
Yeah, I saw you last time at Supernova.
Yeah. Now, since we found you playing Quidditch, how have you been doing?
We actually came second in Victoria, and I leave for the Global Games on Tuesday, so we go to Canada soon.
You go to okay,
Yeah.
so it's going international.
Yeah, Global Games, so it's we're playing against Mexico and Italy and UK and Canada and all that.
You can make a sports career out of Quidditch. I'm impressed.
If I got paid, yeah.
I'm saying you're not good. You do
No, it's self-funded.
Self-funded.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, well, if anybody wants to support them, send our Quidditch team
fundraising.
overseas.
Yeah, we raised $5,000.
$5,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the Australian team.
So, but otherwise, you're still looking for a sponsor, though.
I've got a few sponsors.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Could you use another one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you help her out. Now, otherwise, you were wearing something different this time.
Yes,
now,
a bit different.
Okay. Why Mystique?
I love X-Men. It's my favourite Marvel kind of franchise, and I've always wanted to do Mystique, but I'm not game enough to do the movie Mystique, where she's pretty much naked.
Yeah.
And I haven't really read the comic books, but my friend did, and he was like, "Well, she wears a dress in the comics."
Yeah.
So
no,
there you go.
Are there any cosplays because that you feel like you can't do, you should do because you're a tall lady?
I haven't really thought of ones I can't do. I've only thought of the ones I want to do in the future, and they tend to be the tall ones. And blue. I did Twi'lek last year from Star Wars, and I'm really keen to do Avatar as well.
Okay.
But I guess I couldn't do. I don't know. I make my own costumes so I can make them to fit me.
Why do you cosplay?
It's just a lot of fun. I've always done dancing when I was little, and acting and dressing up in costumes, and I don't know, it's kind of that you get to do something you don't get to do in normal life, and it's a really great environment where no one judges you, and you get kind of respected and admired for what you can do, whereas you might get judged in the external world. And I just love it. I love looking at people's costumes, being able to pick where it's from and making your own. It feels like accomplishment as well.
Actually, it is, trying to get public transport to and from events is always interesting. That's we have to go through the external world to get to our nice, cozy
My friends
convention.
left me in the car. They were getting money out of the ATM, and people were just looking at me, and I just felt like I was in a little box.
Okay,
a weird little blue girl in a car.
Well, I'll let you go. Thank you for catching up with us again.
Good to see you again.
And win for Australia overseas.
Hopefully, might see you after that.
Well, yeah, we'll track you down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, come
I'll
find
have
us.
my jersey then. I can show you.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Tarquin. That was pretty interesting. Now, I actually had to find out because Taya mentions there she went global and went to the international sort of sports for Quidditch.
Yep.
And I had to sort of find out how they went because I was just dying to know because we shot this at Comic Con, that was a little while ago. And I'll flick some pictures up. And they had a great time, and they got silver. They actually came second.
Silver!
And the team that ended up winning was USA. So, but they came second. That was an excellent effort. Pretty proud of them to go out there and do such a great job.
Yeah, nice work, guys. Seriously.
I mean, at the end of the day, Quidditch, they're running around. There's a lot of effort. You can see them training, and there's a bit of work that goes into it. So, great work, and thanks, Taya, for providing the pictures. Right now, though, we're going to go back to Inside the Brick.
Yep.
And Ron's going to have a chat to Rob, and and find out a bit more what happens at Inside the Brick.
Chock.
Brick.
Hi guys, Ron here, and I'm with Rob, and we're down here at Inside the Brick.
thanks, Ron, and thanks for coming and visiting the studio.
Yeah. No. Tell us a little bit about what we're about to see today.
Well, we've got everything Lego you could possibly imagine here. You know, being Lego fanatics, we try to have a bit of everything. So we've got the shop at the front here, Brick World, where we've got heaps of Lego available, and Brick World sort of focuses on having sort of rare and hard to get sets.
Okay.
So once stuff's not available in the big chains, you know, you can come here and we've got older sets and some of the more exclusive stuff.
Cool.
Which I'm sure you'll be helping yourself to at some point.
No doubt.
And then in the back, it's like a play centre, like a civilised play centre.
Okay, yeah.
And we cater for all ages, from toddlers. We've got a Duplo play area.
Yeah.
Like in a containment unit, which a lot of the mums love.
Yeah.
You know, doesn't really matter, as long as there's a containment unit, put them in there. And they've got the big bricks, so they're, you know, not choking hazard, avoiding that. And then we've got the Lego system area, so heaps of bricks for the kids to play with and build whatever they like, and then they can put those on display. We also have models around the wall to inspire the kids, which we change all the time.
Yep.
And then we run clubs here, we run parties, and we have adult groups come in, so we do basically everything. And then upstairs we've got our building area where we build away. So we're on Station Street,
Yep.
number 70 Station Street in Fairfield. So come on down and let's have a look inside.
Yep, let's check it out. So Rob, what's this shelf here for?
So after the kids have been building for a while, they can either add their creations to our Lego city, or they can put them up here on the shelves. So, you know, somebody's built this up and pretty good, so we put that up on there and they can put it on display, so they love showing it off to the other people. And a few of the mums and dads too, who find their creations up here.
Yeah, even Essendon supporters.
Yeah. Some things get reused much more quickly than others.
I think I'm going to put a Hawthorn one over the top of that.
Yeah, that'll be okay. That'd stay there for a while.
Excellent. All right, let's keep looking around. So Rob, tell us about Brickford.
Brickford has a bit of an interesting story. Initially we had in this space quite an intricate detail city, built by our master builders. And we were constantly patrolling it, saying, don't touch, don't touch. And then, of course, the Lego movie comes out.
Yeah.
And there's that scene, you know, don't touch. Now, it's an intricate system of building. You know, it's not a toy.
It's not a toy for kids.
And we went, oh, dear. Okay, so...
We're that guy.
Yeah, we're that guy. So we then turned this into a living city. So Brickford now is a living city. Kids can build on top of what the other kids have done and do a bit of town planning. Sometimes we get a bit of Godzilla action.
Oh, yeah.
It comes in.
Idea.
So, you know, it can have 20 different towers on it. Then all of a sudden it can be a farm. Then it can become a space base or something. It just keeps evolving as kids build stuff and modify it.
No, that's awesome. Now, Rob, I see also on display here in the studio is some classic Lego and some of the classic sets as well.
Yeah, well, we've got so much stuff, but we can't put it out. We just don't have enough room. If you come to one of our expos,
yeah, we see a lot more.
A lot more of it. But this is just a little sample, bit of nostalgia for some of the adults mainly.
Yeah.
So these are some original Lego wooden blocks from before they made plastic building blocks from the 30s and 40s, and they're pull-along vehicles. There's some of the small sort of matchbox style cars they used to make. Then we get into some of the homemaker stuff and various other sets we've got in there, even Modulex for some of those fanatics out there. Because I do collect all sorts of construction toys as well. They're in another cabinet over there, and for the real hardcore Lego fans, we've put Galador in the non-Lego area. So, yeah, so we have a whole sample of Lego for people to check out.
Cool. In all seriousness, guys, it's been a great day down here at Inside the Brick. We've really enjoyed the company of Rob and Diane, and I really highly recommend, if you are interested in Lego and want to help a worthy cause, come down and check it out. Buy some really cool stuff, have a bit of a play with some Lego, and really support a really wonderful cause and the work that Rob's been doing here at Inside the Brick. Now back to you, Ren.
Thanks, Ron, for taking us inside the brick, and thanks, Rob, for letting us visit. And I hope Ron...
I hope you paid for those.
In fact, he was running so fast. Rob's probably chasing him down the street going, hey! But yeah, no, thanks for the tour around the shop, and it's a lot of good work that Rob does. And so definitely visit the shop. This is where you can try and get some more information about Inside the Brick.
FB.
FB is the way to be. That concludes the episode. But first, Mike, there's something happening today, right now, tonight. Can you
Correct.
tell me what that's about?
Tonight was the opening for the Jim Henson exhibition
right.
at Art
True
Boy
story.
Gallery. So yes, so I've more than likely, gone down there tonight and checked it out before this show aired. So I'm sure it was a great night. And
It's
we'll
the
talk
magic
to you
of
about
television.
It is the magic of television, but yeah, it should be great. I'm hoping that I'll have some pieces in there. Future me will let me know shortly.
Now, Jim Henson, can you let everyone know who may be unsure what he does?
Well, Jim Henson was the master behind the Muppets. Dark Crystal.
Master of Puppets.
He was master of Muppets. And yeah, Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, and many others, including the Ninja Turtles, the first film. And that's where my pieces are going to be inspired. So yeah, get on down, check it out, love it, live it, Muppets.
And it's still going to be on for like at least another week plus. So
Yeah,
you've
it'll
got
be going
time.
till the 30th.
Because obviously you're home now watching us.
Correct.
So tomorrow, make sure you go down to the shop, Art Boy in Paran.
Head on down there. I think it's 11 a.m.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
visit the website here. I love my magic fingers.
Yes, the FB.
The FB. Now, obviously in the show. So if you want to contact us, let's put our Facebook page up because, we want people to contact us on
Share
this.
and share alike.
And yeah, and please make a comment. I love talking to people on our Facebook page. And I'm up pretty much all hours. That's why the bags are under my eyes. And yeah, Mike, thanks again. And we'll catch you puppies later. See you later.
Woof.